Hello and welcome to episode 16 of Champion Jockey. It's been like forever since I've last gotten on this game. Of course, iRacing esports qualifying, which I'm doing for the first time, got in the way of a lot of things, but finally we have some spare time to get out of a race car and get back on the horses. Finally back on Champion Jockey. But as fun as that should be, there's unfortunately quite a bit of bad news I have to share in regards to the horse racing industry itself. Started things off with Cal Expo over in Sacramento, California. Horse racing is pretty much done. There's going to be no return of harness racing or fair racing track at all. Mainly because Sacramento State now wants to promote their own football team to the Division I FBS level, and for some reason build a new stadium which replaces the track. So yeah, just real estate or sports interest getting in the way of horse racing again. Of course, look at the LA Rams and Hollywood Park. Look how that turned out. But on top of that, the part that pisses me off is that Sacramento State already has a football stadium near their campus, and like, if you wanted to play football so bad in front of a bigger crowd, why not just find a way to expand on it, or just make your football team better? Because if you're already having to play at the FCS level and haven't made the playoffs in there for I don't even know how long, then clearly that's your fault. And on top of that, there's already a stadium next to the state fairgrounds that hosts USL games. Why not just move that over a little bit to the middle of a lot and expand upon that instead, so we can keep the track in hopes we can return racing there? Again, it pisses me off. Sorry for anyone in Sacramento who wants to go to the races. You're probably not going to be able to do that anymore unless you go to another track. Hey guys, STJ from the future here. Turns out that harness racing is still going to continue within the state of California. It's just that they won't be racing at Cal Expo in Sacramento. ABC 30, which is Fresno's ABC affiliate, has reported that a new deal has been struck with the Fresno racetrack, which will bring harness racing over to Fresno. So that means harness racing not only has a new home, but Fresno will get to continue racing. It's just that it's not going to be a fair event in the fall. It's going to be harness racing in the winter and spring. As for the actual fair racing itself at Fresno and other tracks, there's still pretty much no word where or how they're going to race. So back to the video. Illinois isn't having a good time either, as it looks like Hawthorne is now on the verge of shutting down because the track has gone basically bankrupt because they could not get a casino license renewal, it looks like. Of course, a lot of tracks, as I mentioned before, actually rely on casino revenue to operate. And for some reason, something's going wrong, and now the track might not even host their next racing season. Meaning that if the track goes under, Illinois is only left with Fairmount Park. And this also comes off the back a few years ago. We had Arlington Park in Arlington Heights, Illinois, shut down and be demolished. And it turns out that demolishment is pointless because the Chicago Bears is now going to instead build their stadium in Hammond, Indiana. So that lot, which they wanted to be a football stadium, it was literally for nothing. So again, just more tracks going under, all because of like dumb sports interests not being able to stay out of their way, and for some reason having to make horse racing suffer instead of fixing things themselves. The good thing is, though, after a bankruptcy filing, there's going to be a loan given to the track, and hopefully with some new leadership, the track can actually stay afloat and host some more racing seasons, because I hate to see that track go under. It's another track I, of course, grew up watching on TVG, now known as FanDuel TV today. With the way California horse racing is falling off a cliff, the closure of Golden Gate Fields, and the CARF fairs probably not going to be hosted at all once again in 2026 if something doesn't come of new bids. I knew smaller markets were going to also be hit big time, but we can only wait and see on that front. Just wish there was more I can do, but let's try and find some contracts. We, of course, got a guaranteed one. Plenty Fat. I don't know how you come up with that name. And then, of course, Chip Cookie. We won on this horse before. Glad we take her. I don't think we're going to get dual nationality because we're not in favor with Smith. Keeping Love, that's probably not a good idea either. As for this one, let's see, the race is 1,600 meters, that's 1 mile, and it is within the range, so, let's do it. Bola di Sapon. And, you know what, there's so many horses we can take, let's just try. Why not? Dual nationality. Yay, we got a ride. What about Keeping Love? Can we get him? Aw, man. Let's try Smith again. We have Ecosystem. And we'll try one more time with James Young. Special Symphony. Damn. All of that, we only got one more horse out of it. So, 4 races, all at Louisville. Let's head to the training center and see how many boosts we can give them. Perfect training all around for Plenty Fat, Chip Cookie, and Bola di Sapon. Able to get all of our forms maxed out. And this time, we're actually going to go to the stables because I think for next month it's time for us to try and get some more rides in. And did we just create a new horse? It's a bit weird. I hope I'm not forgetting something. Yeah, that's what I thought. Flashpoint. Alright. Let's go to the request menu and we're gonna have to look at February here. We have not gonna do jump races, but we're still sticking to flat. Auto digital, natural peel. Not really actual races to note on here. Wonder if James Longman can offer anything for us. Because it is kind of a pain to like having to switch back and forth between trainers and see which one has the best horse and which one you want. So yeah, unless it's like a higher level race, I'm probably not going to waste my time with. Let's see, we have a Class C race for week 3. Yeah, it's probably not even worth going for anything right now. Starting things off with race 1 on day 1. Plenty Fat has a pretty good shot at winning. Third favorite on the board out of 11 horses. The favorite of this race will start right next to us. That's Thunderbolt number 3, being ridden by William Walter. Ready to start. Off we go, and it's a decent start. Just can't go too soon. I don't want to drop back to the front middle because we're just going to lose all our momentum anyway. Just try to ride our own race here. Don't speed up too fast. Oh, we got a revolution out of that. Great timing. But can we catch a favorite? It's an 87 overall horse. No, we can't. Yeah, when you take an ordinary horse up next to an 87 overall, it's of course going to be a challenge. Even with Revolution, it just wasn't good enough. But now we're going to have to deal with a long shot this time. Chip Cookie, a 3-year-old filly on the board. And the favorite is Chestnut Park, also a 3-year-old filly, and being ridden by Simon Pross. Need another good start here. Off we go, and it is way too freaking fast at the gate. This horse is all antsy. Position, though, looks good now. Just chillax right here, and hopefully we can have a shot. We're at the pace here. Half a mile left to run. Glad that the balance is excellent. Still can't go too soon, though. Oh, it's another revolution! Gonna have to beat the favorite to the line. I think that's a favorite right there. No. It's a photo finish, and once again we end up second. Now on to race 4. This is our final horse for the day, but of course we have one more race for day 2. It's gonna be another sprint race, this time on the turf. 6 furlongs. Dual nationality is the second longest shot in the race, and the favorite will be number 1 Freezing Slam, being ridden by Steve Douglas. Targeting the front middle again, here we go. Trying to mitigate that going too quick at the start, but it just made me fall back even more. So now we have to go ahead of time and trying to get back towards the front. Like, I know we weren't going to have a shot at that anyway because we're on a long shot, but we're not supposed to be this far back early. Oh. Decent timing again. Finally trying out that change of a lead leg towards the end of a run. But it's only 10th. So it seems like I'm finally getting that lead leg switch down. Of course, that is a tip I've been given through some of the episodes, which I do appreciate the tips. Only thing is, like, the final sprint of the line can be so stressful trying to manage everything and stay in the right lane that I just straight up forget it. So, finally remembering to do that. This time we have a decent horse, Bola di Sapone, or Bola di Sapone. I cannot pronounce anything today, but again, number 1 horse is my favorite. Lucy Ridley will be riding Possible Dreams, a 3-year-old filly. Time to go a mile on the dirt. We're in the gate. It's a good start, having to drag things back a bit, but still, luckily the start is nothing we have to worry about with this horse. Bola di Sapone is a very unique horse, prefers any place in the field, doesn't matter what it is. So we'll just take what I prefer to be at, which is right behind the leader. We're not going to try to dictate pace or make anyone go too soon. We're going to ride with the pace instead and take our shot when we see it. Balance is looking good. Number 3 is leaving some space up the rail. I hope he's not trying to force me out. A bit late on the timing, I guess. Final half furlong. Can we at least run down the 1? No, we can't. Having to stay in 3rd this time before barely beat us for the 2nd spot. Just barely short on quite a few wins during week 4 of January, but this time we have plenty of opportunities. Such as Pelargonium. Got a 4th with his horse last time. Mr. Dooku is a first-time starter, it looks like. 6 furlongs on the dirt. Also going with Wallboard. We're pretty much going to get a lot of these because, again, the yellow offers are basically handed to us. I think we're going to go with Cool Head only because I don't like how Koreatide's start ability is in the red. I want to focus on getting 4-up, not trying to get a start ability out of a red. Not to mention, if you can't get the start ability out of a red and it freaking unleashes on you, then your race is pretty much over at the start. Oh, we have to go with the Gigi. Come on. Third of a Kalu Sprint with this horse. I ain't going with anyone else. Wood Nymph Stakes. Gonna try to steal a horse from Smith here. Luminous Body. Can we get it? And was worth a shot. Now here's quite a few we can choose from. Of course, we have Free Contest, the best one, but we're not really in favor with Younger Smith yet, so we might have to go with an Andrew Bale horse. The horse is... or no, the race is a mile on the turf. Yes, we're in that range for Charming Natty, so, quite tough to tell because, again, Power and Focus is in the red, but we're going to take our chances anyway. Just because of that slightly higher rating, hopefully it's enough to win us the race. And then we have to choose between Blue Danube Waltz and Porigatu. Blue Danube Waltz it is. So, yeah, 8 races this time around. Gonna be quite a packed week. Training is nothing but good. Perfect form increases on the Gigi for the Sunshine Park Stakes and Charming Natty. Also got a good increase on Blue Danube Waltz. And now into our first race of the day. 6.5 furlongs on the dirt at Louisville. We're 6th favored on Pelargonium. As for the field, why is it suddenly now all the favorites are riding the number 1 spot? Manic Concept, 3-year-old colt, being ridden by Steve Douglas. Off we go. A little far out in front, but the field is going very slow at the start, which is weird because this is a sprint race. Well, sort of a sprint race. Like, I know it's not like 6 furlongs or shorter, but still kind of feels like a sprint. So we're sticking to the front. A couple horses to our inside still as we reach 3 furlongs. Oh, that was perfect timing on the whip, and it gives us another revolution. Final half furlong. Easy going. Switch that lead leg, a bit more potential when it's an easy victory. Finally getting one. Finally able to beat the favorites as we head into another sprint race, this time 6 furlongs. We'll be riding Mr. Dooku, 3-year-old colt. But we are on the second to last long shot this time. Off we go, but this time we're going to take things a bit slow. The horse wants to stay in the back, so we'll let him be in the back. Just got to be ready to go quickly. Like right about now. Even though we're at low chances of winning, we're going to run our own race still. And the horse comes down to block us. When do I get to file frickin' inquiries and objections for that crap? Come on. Oh, and of course I'm not... Thank you for distracting me, you frickin' idiot. Come on. At least we got second, but still, that was frickin' dumb what that horse did. Hopefully we don't run into idiots this time. Wall board. A 3-year-old colt. We're the longest shot on the board, but it's all we have to deal with. The favorite is number 6, Grandly Quartet, a 3-year-old filly being ridden by William Walter. Decent start. Of course, probably not a perfect one, but we're where we need to be. Move up to 5 marks a bit early here just to keep up with the pace. Final quarter mile right here. The horse is able to react. Trying to switch legs to stay at the front. But still, a very competitive field to go up against. We're going to have to hang back in 5th for now. Has it. And our drivability is going to move up to an A. That's good. That should, give me some better races, I hope. But moving on. Race 4. We're going a mile and a 16th this time. Another long shot horse, Cool Head, a 4-year-old colt. The favorite will be a couple gates away. That's Valencia Bright, another 4-year-old colt being ridden by Lucy Ridley. We're in line. And off we go. Come on, I need that front half. Even with a good start like that, I can't get the front half of the field. And it looks like I'll also need 5 marks because this is a very fast pace, I feel like, compared to the other races we had beforehand. We're going to reach the half-mile mark. Here's the 10 on the outside going quickly. But the field is going even faster. Yeah, just not a lot of potential gain, but yeah, just very fast field today, and there's just not much I can do about it. Having to settle for 10th, but at least it's still better than expected. We're now into race 5. We'll be riding Samurai Town for a mile on the dirt. We are 8th favorite in the field out of 11 horses, and the favorite will be number 1, Fiery Youth, a 5-year-old mare being ridden by Michael Edward. A little fast out the gate, let's not do that. There we go. But we can't be too far ahead. One moment the field wants to be fast and the other is slow. Not even 3 marks is enough to get us back in the middle. But still, I don't want to slow down too much, so we're going to keep it at 3 marks. Now we're at the half mile. Three furlongs left to run. Oh, getting cut off again, this time by the 5. Final furlong right here. Come on, just give me a few more spots. Pack split definitely helps. And it's 3rd. Surprising result again as we get ourselves another podium finish. Race 7 is now the Sunshine Park Stakes. Sprint race on the turf, only 5 furlongs, so we're going to have to move quick. The Gigi is a co-favorite in the field, so a lot of expectations on us. The favorite will be Match Thunder and a 4-year-old colt, and being ridden by Thomas Rich. Just need a fast start here. Off we go. I don't care about the marks. The field also chooses to run fast, so that kind of justifies my decision. Up to 6. Balance looks good. Moving up. And it's a revolution! And that should mean an easy victory in the Sunshine Park Stakes. Not a graded stakes race, but still another stakes victory to add. Absolutely blowing the field out right there. The Gee wins it. On to day 2, we'll be riding Charming Natty, a 5-year-old mare, 8th favorite out of 14 horses. The favorite will be number 8, Graceful Island, being ridden by Ronald Redfield. It's a good start once again. And finally, our preferred part of the field, not having to do any crazy antics. Or should I say almost? How are we down to 8th? There we go. Of course, preferring the front middle. For this time, we're going to have to be 4th through 7th. And as we hit the backstretch, the field is actually going quite slow. We'll move it up to 5 marks as everyone gets back on pace. Half a mile left to run. Balance is looking really good. We're going to have to go outside. The leaders are very slow. Unleashing the whip. Oh, no. No. Come on. It's been so long since I dealt with a situation like that where the horse got distracted and I got panicked. I kind of forgot what the proper procedure was at there, but I fixed it and we still got the win. That's good. Let's hope we don't have to deal with that conundrum again. Race 4 of day 2 is now going to be 1 mile and an 1/8. Blue Danube Waltz is 12th favored out of 14 horses, and the favorite will be number 3 Seaside Road, being ridden by Charlie Chalwin. Whoa, we are way too quick again. I'm trying to go for 3 marks, but I guess I can't select it. So once again, just have to be very careful how I choose my pace. 9 for 10th is okay. But the horses around me are speeding up a little bit, so I have to keep up. Quarter mile as we enter the front straightaway. Timing on the whip is okay, but I don't think it's going to be enough to run down the leaders. Nope, we're going to have to settle for 11th. We must have gotten passed on the outside. Ignorant behavior, Gloucester. Oh, it's a jump race. I should really be focusing my time on the flat races, just so I can try and get into some more Group 1s there. So, unfortunately, again, have to skip it. Missile Man. We'll go ahead. We'll have to do some training, though, to get this start ability out of a red. And some info. Yep, it's in range. Yorkshire to... I think it's to rear, how you pronounce it. Another Class A stakes race, though. We have Northern Freddy and the Duche? Well, at least we got close to wearing Videra Mar with them, so, hopefully we'll actually finish the job this time. Sink Orm. Trained by James Young, we'll go for it. Probably not worth it there, but we'll go with Valid Reason. for the next race. And for race 5, gonna save the riding points. I'll go with Suavely with Andrew Bale. Training with Will, just had to make some difficult decisions. Of course, I can't get all of the start abilities out of the red because there's so many of them. Northern Freddy, got perfect form on him. Valid Reason though, I was able to get the start ability out of a red, and same with Suavely, along with a form boost, which was kind of lucky. Missile Man though, I'm definitely worried about him. Bad starts and bad form. I don't know what to expect from him in the race. Time to see if our race is about to get ruined by Missile Man. 10 favorite on the board, so already a long shot. Doesn't really hold matters. And number 5 is the favorite, Ivory Warning, being ridden by Charlie Chow Win again. Oh, that was surprising. We actually got a good start. Enough riding around in the back though. Let's try to move forward from here. Having to bump up the pace again. Into the front stretch we go. Decent timing on the whip, but we still have a lot of ground to make up. Final half furlong right here. Switch the lead leg, and somehow we hang on for 6th. A mile and a quarter this time on the turf. Slightly better horse this time. 6th favorite on the board with Yorkshire Terrier. And the favorite starts right next to us, Timely Effort, a 5-year-old mare, being ridden by Michael Edward. Off we go, and it is a fast-paced the field is setting. We're trying to target at least 5th, but look at all these people trying to hit the front early. And we're kind of boxed in, so that doesn't help matters. Into the first turn, trying to get 5th. Maybe on the back straightaway we can do that. The field might slow down. Here's a 4 dropping back. What, is the horse not excited? You're in a race. Get it. Where's the spirit? Oh, no. I thought I was about to rear end that horse. I had to slow the heck down. And that's going to ruin our balance. Nice. Exactly what we frickin' need at this time. Can we have anything left on the front stretch, though? Trying to switch the leg. Final 100 meters. We're up to 6th. 6th. Not absolutely terrible. Race 7 of day 1. It is time for the Duche Stakes. Mile and a 16th on the turf with Northern Freddy. Stacked field once again. The favorite is Song of Songs, the number 9. A 3-year-old colt ridden by Brian Peters. Let's win us another one. And it's too fast out of the gate again. There we go. We're trying to make sure those outside horses don't slow down too much. Back in line we go. I think we're going to increase the pace right here. Half a mile left to run. Oh, we're going to get blocked a little. Oh, no. Oh! I thought there was going to be a major accident, but somehow we We found a gap. Stretch burst, though, is not gonna be enough to win. We still get a podium, though. I'll take it. But, God, I was about to have a heart attack running down the stretch. My goodness. Race 1 of day 2 is gonna be 7 furlongs on the dirt. Gonna be riding the longest shot of the field. Sink or Henricel, a 3-year-old filly, will be the favorite, being ridden by Lance Hamilton. Getting off to a decent start, able to move down some. And up with the pace, we slowly go down the back straightaway. We're going to reach half a mile right here. I hope I didn't move it up to full marks too late. I might have made a big mistake right there, not waiting a bit. Um, 12th. Third to last. I should not be bragging about that, but we were expected to be last. Race 4 of day 2, mile and an eighth this time. We got a 4-year-old colt, Valid Reason. Once again, the longest shot on the board. Look at that, 653. Can we please find something else to race him in? And here's the favorite, Kitty Million. 4-year-old filly being once again ridden by Lance Hamilton. He's getting all the good ones. Try not to go too quickly at the start, but I've once again kind of screwed up there. And we're probably going to be trapped on the inside because we got another horse stuck ahead of us. Barely able to find the gap. We're now at 5 furlongs. Gonna move the pace up to 6 marks. We now enter the far turn. I don't know how the balance is looking excellent when we're stuck back here. Trying to unleash the whip, but again, there's just no pace really there. Got a head in front of a 5, now we don't, and we're falling all the way down to last, all because I went too slow at the start. I just hope we have something better for race 5 though, because we now have 4 favored in the field with Swably. So we really need a good finish here, at least a podium. And here's the favorite, Silhouette Tribute, 5-year-old mare, ridden by Stefan Clement. Trying to get a better start, which we do. But the outside is running frickin' fast, look at that. At least we can gain some potential back there. Or back here. And now we're in the front middle again. Has to be 3rd through 5th. We're going to move up to 5 marks now and target those leaders. Never mind, they're too freaking slow, and we're probably going to be boxed in again. Damn, I thought I was going too late there with the whip, but never mind, we're getting another revolution, and it's going to be another easy victory. So at least we have that to hang on to. And Suavely gets the job done. And that'll do it for this episode of Champion Jockey. I know it's been a while again, but I'm still glad I finally get to come back to this game. Hopefully the month of February has more in store for us. If you do want to see more Champion Jockey videos though, please like and subscribe. It'll mean a lot to the channel. And I'll see you all another time.